Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 5, and today we're checking out the Racing Icons pack here in Ride 5. Now this pack is of course available already and has been for probably a few weeks, so you may have already seen this already, but just in case you haven't, I thought I would share with you today, and that way you know exactly what my feelings are, and if you come back to this video, maybe in the future when you see it's on sale, you'll know whether this pack will be worthwhile or not. So as it stands, it's currently £7.99, and you do get a couple of bikes in it. You get the Bimota BB3, which we're on right now, BMW S1000RR from 2015, BMW S1000RR RM from 2015, Kawasaki ZX-6R from 2004, Suzuki GSX-R1000 K5 from 2005, and of course, as you can see on screen right now, the wonderful Portuguese circuit of Estoril. Now, that is the brief rundown of the pack, £7.99. You can decide whether that's worth it or not. Part of the season pass as well, so if you've bought the pass, you do get this pack included. But I want to talk about this Bimota because I've actually used this bike a little bit online before making this video, and I'll be honest, I liked it a little bit, but now I've come back to do this video, I don't like it. Now, I don't know whether that's because I haven't upgraded this bike at all, but it's really sluggish. I'm finding it really difficult to turn into some of these corners. It just hasn't got the oomph or the ability to turn in the corners. Now, yeah, it's powerful. It's got the BMW S1000 engine inside, so it's going to be fast, but I just don't have much feeling. I'm breaking into some of these corners, and I can get the bike stopped, but it just has a tremendous amount of understeer. And you may be suggesting, of course, you can go into the settings and change some of the suspension, maybe change the rake and the trail. Fine, you do that. But the point is that I want to review these bikes as completely standard. So exactly what you get from the pack is exactly what I'm going to be reviewing here today. And I've got to say, I don't like this bike. I'm definitely going to upgrade it and maybe play around with some of the settings. I don't usually find any of the settings work in Ride 5 or Ride 4 for that matter, but I'm keen to see whether we can make this bike a lot more user-friendly. I just haven't got much confidence or belief, again, going deep into the parabolica there. It doesn't feel like I should be going wide in some of these corners. Oh, a little bit too off the circuit there, kicking up the smoke screen. But I gotta be honest, I haven't got a good thing to say about this bike. Well, the engine's nice, it sounds great, and even when you downshift, you get a very nice little rustle. It's not a rustle; it's a very soothing noise. It's really cool. But other than that, I don't know. Not really for me. So what I'll do is I'll stay quiet now so you can hear the bike, and then I'll see you for the next one. So that was the Bimota, and now it is time for the BMW S1000. Now this is not the RM version, this is your standard version, so let's see how this one handles. And the first thing I'm going to notice is it handles nice. It stops pretty well into turn 1, it's got that power, and of course if you do listen closely, it has that noise on the downshifts that the Bimota has, but a little bit more pronounced here with the S1000 from 2015. It's like a ooh sort of noise. I didn't do a good impression, but it's a nice noise when you downshift, and it's very satisfying to use. I can see myself using this bike a lot in the future. This is one of the best handling and feeling bikes I've had in Ride 5 for quite a while. Oh, so smooth. Really nice going into the parabolica there. Sliding the rear tyre as well is quite nice. And of course, this is completely stock. Nothing has been changed at all. Exactly what you get out of the pack is exactly what I'm demonstrating to you here today. And it feels nice. I've got a lot of good things to say about this bike, definitely. And of course, here in Estoril again, I thought, why not see it again? I love this circuit. Whether this is in Ride 4, well, not Ride 4, apologies, but whether this is in Ride 5, Superbike 22, MotoGP 23, 22, I love this track, and I honestly wish that we would see this in MotoGP again. I think it's such a terrific track, honestly, it's beautiful. Works well in Superbike, would work well in MotoGP as well, as far as I'm concerned. But we will now charge across the line, and then I'm going to see if we can improve our lap time. It's going to be a 1:46.02, and let's go hard on the brakes for turn 1. Downshifting quite hard into the first corner, very relaxed, very calm bike to use. This is night and day, the difference compared to the Bimota. I don't know if I pronounced Bimota right, by the way. If someone can tell me in the comments, they certainly can educate me. But this feels great. I'm definitely going to have to bounce back to the BB3 and have a look, because it didn't feel good. I wouldn't recommend that bike at all. But this one, this one, let me tell you about this bike. This is a great bike. I highly recommend you use it. I'm not saying it's worth the entire pack, but Estoril, the S1000RR, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of enough for me to pay £8, but it might not be enough for you. So what I'll do is I'll finish this lap, we'll move on to a new track, and we'll also use the other BMW S1000. That time it will be the RM version. So onto the right hand side of the tyre, we'll start braking nice and early into turn 9, very difficult left-hander, very iconic corner of Estoril, and then into turn 10. Yeah, I've got to say, this bike feels great. Jumping from MotoGP 23 to Ride 5 is usually a bit of a shock experience, but I've got to say, this bike feels fantastic, that it's hard to even notice I've moved across. Major thumbs up from the doctor on this one. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. So across the line, did we improve? We certainly did. So now on to pack number, well, it's the same pack, but bike number 3. This is the Racing Icon's third bike, and this, of course, is the S1000RR RM from the same year, 2015. And already, it feels good. It feels good, and it sounds good too. I like the way this bike sounds, I really do. In fact, I should give you a bit longer. Okay, I'll let you hear the bike. Yeah, this bike just handles so well. It's so nice. I've got to say that this pack has it's given me some inspiration for Ride 5, you know. I've been loving MotoGP 23, and that's not going to change. The career mode for MotoGP 23 is just going so well. I'm having a blast on it, but some of these bikes, these BMWs, they're just good, aren't they? Definitely encouraging me to get back onto Ride 5 and try new bikes. Now, I did a poll yesterday, I think it is. I don't know when I'm uploading this video yet, but I wanted to know if you guys wanted to see more live streams again. And usually when I do streams, we race online. So if you want to see some streams and you want to see me use specific bikes, let me know in the comment section down below, because I am not adverse using different bikes here in Ride 5. So it would give me some motivation and some determination as well to try and beat the aces with some of these bikes, because they're really good. I'm liking these ones so far. So what I'll do is I'll finish this lap, because I think I've pretty much just gushed over this BMW S1000. I think everyone was waiting for this bike, and now it's in the game and it's delivered. I think everyone's going to be really happy. £8 for this pack, I think everyone's going to be chuffed. It should be well worth it, but I did go deep into turn 10. We almost went off the circuit, but it's all good. So let's get across the line. Hopefully we improve on the lap time, and we'll move on to the fourth bike of the pack across the line. Another improvement. So now onto the fourth motorcycle on this list. I've got to say, this one sounds completely different. This is the Kawasaki ZX-6R from 2004. Now, this is a bike that I have very mixed emotions with, because this bike was also included in a DLC in Ride 4. And to get one of the achievements, you had to have level 5 affinity with this bike. And it meant that you had to use this bike a lot. And I really did. So I know it's a good bike. It looks beautiful. It's a great handling bike, and Ride 5 is no exception. I'm just bored of it. I'm just a bit bored of this bike. I think I've used it so much in Ride 4 that it's not a welcome addition for me, this one. It's the same bike from Ride 4, to be honest with you. It feels good. The handling is very nice. It's very responsive. But honestly, it's the same bike as Ride 4, to be honest with you. I've not really got much else to say. I'll give you a little bit of a chance to listen to the bike so you can tell me what you think regarding the sounds. It definitely sounds nice. I like the sound of it, I really do. I think any of the bikes, if they have some distinctive sound that separates them from the other bikes, then I'm happy to have. I understand that the bike sounds is not going to be as accurate as real life, and I know there's a lot of audiophiles amongst us who get very frustrated at the sounds of Ride and other milestone bike games, but I'm happy with this one. It sounds fine to me. It sounds distinctive to know it's a different bike. But as far as I'm concerned, this is still the same bike from Ride 4. It's giving me pleasure because I know it's a very competitive, it's a fast bike and it handles well, but honestly for me, there's nothing to get too excited about. It's a bike in the pack that will probably be forgotten about, in my opinion. I think in the 600 class, there's so many great bikes now in Ride 5 that it's hard to dethrone any of the others. But it's good. It's still a good bike, and I don't think it diminishes the pack. It's just that I've seen it before, I've done it, got the t-shirt, I'm ready to move on from the ZX-6R from 2004. So we have, one more bike in the collection, which I'm eager to show you, but I don't want to end this particular exchange without finishing the lap. So let me get this one done. We're actually looking to be improving the lap time. The last time I came here was with the MV Agusta, I believe it was. In fact, fun fact, very random fact actually, the last time I did a time trial here was with the MV Agusta 675, I think it was. Can't remember the exact number, but some guy in a Facebook ride group decided to crop my thumbnail and use it as a promotion for an MV Agusta Cup in theirs. I seen it the other day, one of the guys has tagged me on the Aces, and it made me laugh. So then, we now come to the final motorcycle of the collection. This is the Suzuki GSX-R1000 K5. And I've got to say, this is a stunning bike. It's beautiful. It's classic Suzuki. But on the flip side, I did a few laps a moment ago before I realised I wasn't even recording. And I've got to say, it feels a bit loose. I like it though. But I can imagine this is going to be a very similar situation to the BMW HP2. It's going to be a nice bike, it handles well in some tracks, and then some other circuits it's going to be downright awful. I do find it understeers a little bit, and I also found it very loose upon the acceleration. It wants to throw you off the bike, but I like it. I kind of like this one. It's not a comfortable bike to ride in any shape, way or form, but I like it. It's one of those challenging bikes that I think people are either going to like or they're not. It's a polarizing motorcycle for this pack. So the only last thing to do really is to let you hear. So have a listen and let me know what you think. So as you can tell, it does sound just pretty much like all the other Suzukis as well, but I will say, I like it, I do. I was watching it bounce around in some of those corners there. The rear tyre can hardly stay straight. It's a very bouncy bike, but I like it with it. It's funky. I'm going to do more videos with this bike, I definitely am. I'm keen. Just notice the rider glitches that's still there under the braking. I hate that. But yeah, I guess that's it for me then, guys. This is a short look at the Racing Icons pack. Let me know in the comments section down below if you like this sort of style of videos where I just go through, oh my god, no slots of front. If you like me breaking down the bikes. And of course, finally, let me know of your favourite part about this pack. And I'll see you in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there.
good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.